And speaking of movement, music has always been a way that we've been able to do that. And so I'm going to segue to my girl Yaz, who's going to, matriculate this show. You know what I'm saying? Matriculate the show with brevity. And she's going to do it in an expeditious manner.
That's what's up. Thanks a lot, Curtis. You're the best. Keeping us focused. Sometimes we get really, really busy. And I just want to say that sometimes you take your friends for granted. Can I just say that again? Have you taken your friend for granted recently?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah. So I have a jewel. It's okay. Well, it's all right. So I have a jewel and a friend. And, when you say friends, sometimes I usually don't say friends a lot. But I didn't realize how much of stuff that we go through and what we've gone through. I have a friend, Tasha, and she has a lot of names. Lambert, Mabry. Now you might be going back to Lambert for what you may say.
It's okay. We're gonna stick.
That's all right. But big shout out to Zion, the product, and her pops Zach, who we all went to high school together. Music and Art, LaGuardia High School. Tasha became a teen star by singing with the very own Kwame, Only You. And we just had a good time. I didn't realize how dope she was until I was at Hampton University and they sang at our homecoming. I was like, oh snap, that's Tasha! And then we hung out afterwards. But no, Tasha's always been a great young lady. She's doing great things. I mean, I checked you out on YouTube. Again, you'd be like, wow, this is my friend. You was on WABC Morning News. You have been performing all over, and your focus is not just house, but it's just any genre of music. But just more importantly, she's just a great young lady. Energy is great, always straight up and truthful. And thank you for joining us today, for sharing your new and upcoming track that's out. But just thank you for coming on and being Tasha and letting us all meet you and know you as the person that I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tasha Mabry, everybody.
Yeah. Keep playing that music. Jeff gonna get up and dance for us.
So Tasha, I need you to move up a little and speak on the mic, and just tell us a little bit about where your background, where your upbringing is from, so we kind of get an idea of your, where your energy starts at.
Oh, BK all day.
Woke somebody up.
Now there's interest.
Right. My energy starts at, well, I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, East Flatbush, the 50s. What's my energy from? I have to say my energy got to be from Brooklyn. I get it from my mama, from the Virgin Islands. I get it from my father, from Alabama. And they came together and made me in Brooklyn, New York, and that's what it is. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys.
I'm so proud of you, boo. I'm proud of you.
And then, let's see, from there, I don't know, you just do regular life. Mm-hmm. And of course, I was watching Fame as a kid, and I was like, I'm saying, I got to be all up in that. Because that's just what you got to do. Like, what? I thought I could sing, and I was like, nah, you got to do that.
Right.
So then, I think the passion just drove me. And it was either LaGuardia or Tech. And I said, I'm smart already.
As a Brooklyn Tech next to you.
Oh, Lord.
She said, oh, Lord.
Tech guys. Let me tell you something. Tech guys, Brooklyn Tech guys love each other. My son like LaGuardia.
No, that's why we're the worst. We're worse. But he's real. He's true. Because he came from the Bronx traveling to Tech.
Oh, God, he was dedicated. And you graduated.
She got a lot of energy.
And he graduated, my G. You know who I'm talking to, son. It's you.
Only you.
All the way from the Bronx.
Only you.
Because he's smart. He went to Tech.
So you went to LaGuardia.
Yes, I went to LaGuardia, and that's where I met Yaz.
That's true.
Who's
Yaz?
Yeah, just
my friend, Yasmin Hurston.
Oh, okay.
And I guess, just life from there. Was LaGuardia Fame?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
it's whack now because we ain't there.
Well, y'all like dancing through the hallways and stuff like that?
Basically.
Really?
Well,
singing.
Yeah, dancing, singing, or I don't know, fire extinguishers. And
oh, yeah.
So Tasha, tell us some Yaz stories.
Yeah.
I will not.
She's a real friend. She's a real friend.
Yes, she's a real friend.
Don't snitch a thing.
Word.
If I could, I'd be like, I forgot.
Right.
I love your energy. I need to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me Life After Kwame, that song. I mean, because usually when you hit a
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you say that on air?
You said it.
You said it.
How much was that gonna cost?
No, it's all right.
No, that was
I
free.
got
The
5
second
on
one,
it.
you got 5.
That's it. $5.
Because usually when we make a song that's somewhat of a hit or hit, we think that life is going to be great after that, grand after that.
Well,
How did you take that?
life was great and life was grand, but the inside called me more than the outside, so I made the change. And it was just choices that I made, but life was grand. I had a record deal at Atlantic waiting for me. We had songs that we was putting together, and then my inner journey kind of took me. And
You want to explain that?
it's so weird. Oh my God.
That's okay. We have time.
We do? 'Cause I was late. No, wow. I don't know where to start it from. I guess you asked me the things that drive me. Music always drove me, and like a search for the spiritual and the hidden and the true. So, I mean, my tradition growing up would have been Christianity. So I guess when I felt the urge of God calling me, it was through that tradition at first. But I would say that's just the tradition that refocused me. And then I was married, and then I had a baby, and then I worked at ASCAP, and then we lived life, and then you struggle, and then we got separated. You know, the American dream. We
Somebody
did.
give her a napkin.
We did, the American dream. But yeah, that did it. So it wasn't.
That's part of life.
It wasn't because the music went bad.
So the music was always there.
Yeah, the music didn't go bad.
So what made you tap back into that? Because you go through all these
Because
life?
you can't run from yourself, even when you're
Right.
trying to find yourself.
Right.
No matter where you go, there
No
you
matter
are.
where you go.
Right.
So,
It's
so even though another aspect of me was calling me, another thing I have to say though, that when I was singing with Kwame, I was still young and insecure as a singer. I didn't really know myself as a singer. I'm just doing what, I got to do what you say do, and I got to feel it out. But I
Right.
couldn't really, I'm not going to lie, I didn't come from the inside out. It
Right,
was just,
right.
your gift working for you, and that's just what it do.
Right.
But after I immersed myself in church, I have to say, and I'm not saying anyone else should do it because, I didn't immerse my daughter in church, but I learned how to sing from the inside. And so when I learned how to sing from the inside and not be afraid to let the inside out, it kind of just helped me to express myself more. So even having taken the path away from music brought me back deeper into my own self, into music. So there I am. I can't help it.
So what's,
And I like to learn and go to school.
yeah, well, what's interesting about what you're saying is that you've been involved intimately with music for a while. And from a technology perspective, when you first went to the studio to how you go to the studio now, can you share some of the differences from how it used to be and to how
should
it
I
is
start
now?
from now or later? Now, if you ain't queued up and ready, I'm out.
That's right.
I ain't got time. I got stuff to do afterwards because I'm a mother. I got things to do. I got laundry to wash. I got a book to read. I'm just saying. I'm not here to chill. I ain't here to hang out no more. I ain't here to do none of that. I mean, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke while we do it, but I'm just saying, I ain't here for you
Time
to
is
figure
money.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, or it's just my time.
When you're young, it's like, you just want to go through that experience. You're
Yeah,
like, okay, you
so
sit back and be patient.
How was
with
it then?
Then, it was awesome. It was all night. It was oodles and noodles. You fall asleep, you wake up, you making beats, you still doing that, and then you wake up, you fall asleep again. Okay, do this part, and then you do that part, you fall asleep. I mean, it was all night, all day. It was awesome. But then at the same time, because my inside was different, I was always a little anxious and nervous, just
Right.
on my own personal. But the environment was always. You wasted a lot of money.
And time.
Yeah, damn, you wasted a lot of money because we ain't need to do all that.
Yeah.
I mean, we was there for hours.
Right.
Like, I'm saying, Kay, you be doing that in the crib. You ain't got to do that in the studio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, stuff like that
Makes
now.
sense.
So speaking of technology, what producer, if you could pick that you could get with right now to produce your current single, what producer would you want to rock with? Like who's?
Who I'm going to say? What you want me to see?
Let me see. Who would you say?
I got to say Kwame.
Really? That's dope for you to
Really?
still, and he is a heck of a producer. Every couple
Shout
of
out
years,
to you, Kwame. I didn't
he
even
do
tell you I was
drop
on the
one.
radio.
Yeah. He do drop
Word up,
one.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very talented. I mean, he's always been talented. I'm never surprised. Nothing surprises me. I've seen him do it from the widder to the. always been extremely talented to me. He called himself the boy genius. It's not really an exaggeration. I mean, you know,
That's what's up.
it's not really an exaggeration.
So, what is one of your favorite tracks? I mean, I like Resistance myself, but
That I did. Oh, with Serge Negri. Shout out to Bamboo Sounds, DJ Serge. One of my favorite tracks. Let's see. All right, I love Resistance too. I like Night and Day.
So talk a little bit about the album that you said.
Well, with this DJ from Brooklyn, DJ Serge Negri, Bamboo Sounds, I met Serge just at a get together, and with a homegirl of mine, and we kind of just vibed out and started doing house music. So that was kind of cool, and honestly, it just kind of happens organically. Sometimes I hit him up and I'm like, yo, I need some music. Like, I'm feeling crazy and dry in the world. And he'll be like, okay, and send me something. And I'll see, you know, and I can work with it. So he's a good friend of mine. And we plug away here and there.
that's
So what's
cool.
the plans for this? Because you said Resistance, Night and Day. What's the plans for this? Where are you going with this? Is it a tour or what happened?
Wow. Al, speaking into existence. Say more.
I'd say your tour.
Okay, yes, my tour. What else?
A video.
Okay, yeah, all of that. Let's do
whatever
it.
comes with that.
Yeah, I would say yes, whatever comes with it, because I'm not gonna lie, energy's been split. You know, my energies have been scattered and split, and I feel like I'm 150, and like I ain't got time for this new millennium ish. Somebody else could do it, so that doesn't really work in the new millennium. But yeah, all of that. I mean, I finished school. I got my second master's. I'm trying to figure out my second lifetime.
Kudos.
So I'm with all of that.
That's what's up.
It
It's
seems
like a tech night.
I only made it to 2 schools, Brooklyn Tech and LaGuardia. Okay, that's the only 2 schools.
I see you though. I see you.
She's down low smart. Cut classes, but smart.
Oh my God. Yes, cut class.
So you want to do something? Come on.
Okay, you know what? All right, let's do something interesting. Let's see if we could do a quick remix. And by doing this remix, we're gonna have Queen Dream pick a beat, okay? And then I want you
She
to
said,
think
"Oh, my
of
Lord."
just the hook of a song.
Okay.
You're gonna sing the hook, and right on the
Are
spot,
you
we're
okay
gonna
with that,
have
singing
any
along?
song. Yeah.
we're gonna
My
have
song, any song. I
any
don't
song
care.
you want. This wherever the spirit is taking you, that's where you go.
Also, where the beat comes in, how the beat goes.
Yeah, but just do me a favor. Just do the hook.
Aight.
Okay, you can hook and ad-lib. Hook and ad-lib. You know how that be. Yeah.
I don't know this game. Y'all be doing this all the time. I don't. Okay.
No,
You know what's
it's
funny?
new every time.
It's-
bro.
it's new
You gotta
every
roller
time.
skates over him,
Let's
bro.
go.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
it's
But what's cool about it is that when you get to work
I'm
with
watching
people like
intently.
you, it makes it that much more fun. So
How
we
do you
appreciate-
know?
I've been following
could be
you.
Well, first of all,
Lord,
he is a perfectionist, so he's looking forward to.
This is gonna be a blast.
So
So,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm wavy and far from a perfectionist. Let's go.
Ooh.
all right. So, Queen, you ready?
For a goodie. I'm looking for a
No, don't look. Just play one, sweet.
I ain't drunk.
play one.
Yeah, just play one. Don't study long. You study wrong. I've learned that a long time ago. Yeah, right.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Okay. Whenever you feel, hit us with something.
God, there's so many songs out in the world. Give me a hook. Give me any song. Any song. God damn, it's on me.
Your song. Do your
Only
song.
you.
I'm about to do the hook, okay?
Yeah, girl.
That's okay.
Only you make me do all the things I do. Yeah. Why, oh, you.
Oh, so it's only you and nobody else. Only you make me feel how I feel. By myself or together, forever. We keep it going and floating. The love is potent, and best believe that the motion in the ocean keeps on riding the wave. Understand that I can no longer behave when you're in my scene. Every time we doing our thing, it's joys that we gon' bring.
Only you make me do all the things I do. Yeah. Why, oh, you.
So we gotta stay fly. It's only Y-O-U, not T-H-E-Y. Nobody, not no other female. I put it in detail, and we gotta put a price on it like retail. Yeah, we got it on lock. Forever we going. Like I said before, flowing and flowing. Yeah, the potion. If it gets sick, it's too legit to quit. MCs with the hammer, best believe that it's lit.
Only you make me do the things I do. Why, oh, you. Only you me
only
do
me.
the things I do, yeah. Why, oh, you, oh, oh, only you.
See, that's another cut you got to put on the album. Man.
CK, don't let me shout you out with your middle name, my G.
Y'all funny. So
And that was the remix.
the remix.
The
you go.
remix.
Only you.
That was so nice.
D Nasty. D Nasty me Tasha. So-
Nasty.
So you alongside with your music, you're also a mom, and you had to struggle and balance. Is there anything that you can share with somebody that's interested in kind of doing a second wave in their life, and that may have to go through these changes that you've gone through? How can they go through a little bit smoother?
Your children want you to be happy. Your children want you to be free. Your children want you to fly. And we always worried about our children, and we always worried about, well, what happens if I do this? They're going to worry about if I do that. And if I, if I got it. I mean, thank God my daughter is 14 and a half. But even with all the changes, I was like, Z, what if I go teach in China? And she was like, go, Mom. So, I mean, the point was, I'm saying to myself, I could never go teach in China. I could never leave you in Brooklyn. But nah, they want you to do you. So that's the beauty of it. Like, they don't use sometimes the guilt that you feel through the change that you're going through, because your children don't want you to hold that guilt. They want you to be free. And if you hold that guilt, it puts that on them. You know what I'm saying? So I would never, I can't tell my daughter I won't do this because I don't want to leave you here.
That's beautiful.
That's a burden on her. So I have to fly, even though, don't get me wrong, I got that thing that I hold, and it's so bugged. I had a dream the other day, it's bugged out, and I was grabbing something, and I wanted it so bad, and it was like it was from the world, and I took it and I ran, and I was running like a wolf, and then I met these other wolves, and they wanted me to come with them, but they saw the thing I had, and it was like, you could come, but you can't come with that. And I was like, well, what is this thing that I'm holding that make me not come? So on some level, I started to think, because of the changes, it felt like the thing I was grabbing for was so precious, it felt like my daughter. So I was like, but I can't not go without my daughter, but I got to leave the guilt of what I think is how it didn't go the way I planned for her. I got to leave that behind, or else I ain't going to be able to go.
That's a movie right there. Game of Songs.
So, I mean, your children love you, they want you to fly.
That's true.
And we sometimes use that guilt as just a reason not to fly.
That's very inspiring, Tasha. Tasha Mabry, everybody. So if we want to
Yeah,
get in
yeah.
contact with you, how do we do that? If we want to listen, where do we find you?
Well, if you want to listen, sometimes on Monday nights, I've actually started a podcast with the DX21 Dasan Allah.
It's a lot.
We talk on Monday nights about things a little less professionally. But so we working on that. So join us, subscribe to that, help us out, give us your comments. It's new. It's just getting started. So we
What's
working
up?
it out. We working out the kinks. And you can find me on Instagram at, I think it's however you do that Instagram joint, Tasha Mabry. Same joint with Facebook, Tasha Mabry. And I swear I'm on Twitter, and I think it's Tasha Mabry.
Yo, you definitely a Gen Xer.
All day. I am.
I'm gonna fax you though. I'm gonna fax you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fax me. Fax me. Get at me. My mailing address is, and you can write me a check.
Tasha Mabry, everybody. Thank you for coming on OnPoint Experience.
Thank you so much. Oh God, I love you.
We'll be right back.
That's what's up.
Proud of you guys.
Love it.